is I think that the beginning actor should always be focusing on scene study. Because you gotta know the mechanics. You gotta know, voice and diction. You gotta know how to break a script down. You gotta know how to find the elements of it and so on and so forth. I believe the advanced actor should also be thinking about scene study as well. Because those are the people that are like, in the interim between major shows are really trying to figure out new ways and new synapses to discover. But if you're the budding, transitioning working actor, the trying to break into the co-star game, the trying to break into the recurring, the guest star game, as far as I'm concerned, you should be focusing on cold reading. And I believe that because if you're not booking the job, you're not doing any scene study anyway, so who gives a fuck about scene study? You've already greased your wheels enough. Not to say that you shouldn't be practicing your craft. You should absolutely be doing your own thing, right? You guys are gonna be producing your own content. But if you are gonna be coaching on scene study. Think about the actual, the science of auditioning. It is such a fucked up paradox. You want me to come into this fictitious space where there's absolutely nothing in here, completely stark, and deliver an honest performance with nothing around me, with no elements, with no physical immersion. Oh, and you want me to make sure that I do it in a way that is magnetic to that little letterbox, but not to the environment around me. It is the only job in the world where I show up with my reel and my resume, and they want to see me do the job and then decide if they're going to hire me. But we got to play the game. When I'm on set, and I'm the dealer, and I'm playing for a poker table. I got a guy here, I got a guy here. I'm shooting, I'm just playing because I have the elements. I got A and B cameras, I'm moving, they want me to perform. But when I'm in an audition room, my eye line is here, here, and here. Literally. It's literally that small. And what is the art of auditioning? All the things that I talked about in the first half. Bring all those internal components to the moment that you walk into a room so that you are a person that is jovial, that is focused, that people want to work with, but you know how to deliver a performance. Now, in my heart, there's a lot of mis-theories about what people believe, how prepared you should be. A lot of people are like, well, you should sometimes have the page in your hand because you don't want people to believe that this is all you got. As far as I'm concerned, if you got 24 to 48 hours of the material and you show up in my casting room with a page in your hand, you already lost half the battle. Because last I checked, when I'm acting, I can't create any sort of immersive performance as long as I have this weird foreign extremity attached to my body that is making weird noises, that is pulling me out of a moment. I can't go on a date with you and have any sort of connection with you if I'm looking at my phone. And people say the competition is fierce. The competition ain't that fierce, folks. Sure, thousands of people show up every day to come to LA and do this whole thing. But when you get that email to be invited, do not get entitled. You are invited to audition for this job. The competition isn't fierce because you can only physically see 40 to 50 people in a day. And for a co-star role, they're only going to cast it for one day. For a guest star, maybe 2 days. Sometimes just off tape. The competition ain't that fierce. But you're dealing with people that care. Because if you're to the point that you're being invited into guest star rooms, you've done paid your dues. And you know what you're doing. You know the science and the mechanics of how to audition. When you guys get meetings, how many people by show of hands coach every time? I'm gonna pray for the people that didn't raise their hands. I'm gonna pray for y'all. I'm gonna pray in a real way. Because what happens is that we are physical moving forms. Like I said, we're energetic beings. I can't watch the TV because I'm inside it, right? I need a trusted individual. Whether it's another successful co-starring actor, or a guest starring actor, or a series regular, or an acting coach that I know, love, and trust that can sit outside of me and say, yeah, okay, cool, that's working. You know what, that thing with your hands, it's a bit much. You know what, that choice that you made to step forward, you're either gonna commit to it, but don't do a half on it. Hold on, maybe you wanna start a little bit profile just to add some dynamics to the frame. You need someone that's gonna be able to look at you and shape you for that audition. To allow you, one, to remain teachable, but to sculpt the performance. Don't assume that you got it figured out, because I don't. I, no matter what, every single time I coach, so I can have somebody with smart eyes look at me, because I don't have all the answers. I need to give them a reason to believe that I'm the man no matter what, and that in that moment, I am TV ready. I am film ready. Because as far as I'm concerned, if I am gonna be TV ready or film ready in this weird fictitious environment, once you put the wardrobe on me, cameras are rocking, I got extras, I got background players, I got horses running across the frame, I'm in. And all I'm gonna do is elevate.